She walked aimlessly, with no destination. In this small town, she had no relatives, no one to turn to. Her legs trembled with each step. Her stomach was empty. She hadn't eaten since the night before. And now her baby was kicking inside her womb. Her heart ached. Why did life have to be so cruel? She passed a small food stall. The aroma hit her like a wave. Her mouth watered, but she had no money, nothing. With deep longing, she looked one last time and walked away. Her desperation pushed her to the edge. She approached a row of trash bins. The smell was awful, but maybe, just maybe, there was something she could eat. She dug through the waste until something caught her eye. A small, old lighter. It still worked. She smiled faintly. At least she could make a fire. Further down the road, she spotted a wild banana tree. A small fruit was hanging above. If she could cook it, maybe it could fill her empty stomach. The fruit was too high to reach, but she found a dry stick nearby. She used all her strength. And finally, the banana fell. A tiny victory, but it meant survival. As the sun began to set, she looked around for a place to stay. She found a small farm hut. It looked abandoned, used for storing farming equipment. It wasn't much, but tonight, it would be her shelter. She gathered some sticks, used the lighter to build a small fire. Warmth. For the first time that day, she felt a small bit of comfort. She looked down at her necklace, a small pendant with the letter H. It was a gift from her mother on her birthday. She clutched it tightly. She remembered her childhood. Her mother's love, how her mom raised her alone after her father passed away. They were poor, but her mother never gave up. She fought for her daughter's future, and now Huong was fighting for her own child. Tears welled up in her eyes. She was only 16, and yet life had crushed her. Her husband? He never cared. He treated her like a servant. Even when she was pregnant, he made her do heavy chores. He yelled, he drank, he gambled, and then he threw her out with nothing. The fire crackled softly. The banana was cooking. Her baby kicked again. She whispered, "It's okay, my child. We'll get through this, I promise." She peeled the burnt skin off the fruit. It was bitter. It was hot, but it was all she had. She ate slowly, then hungrily. She had no idea if it would make her sick, but hunger doesn't wait. She cleaned the space around the fire. She wished she could sleep near the warmth, but she was afraid. If it rained, the fire might go out. If she brought the fire into the hut, it might burn everything. So she lay down, cold, alone. She whispered to her baby, "Tonight, we'll sleep here together." In the middle of the night, her stomach cramped. She winced. Was it the banana? There was no one around, no help, no light, just pain and fear. She prayed, "Please let my baby be okay." Rain had poured all night. The fire had gone out, but luckily the hut kept her dry. Her body still ached. She hadn't slept. She hadn't eaten. She stood up, packed her things, and returned the place to how she found it. Then she walked again. Her legs were weak, her body exhausted. She walked for what felt like hours, and then she collapsed right on the side of the road. An elderly woman saw her and rushed over. "Child, are you okay? Can you hear me?" Huong barely opened her eyes. "I'm so hungry," the woman gasped. "Oh dear, wait right here." She opened her bag. "I brought some lunch with me today, but I didn't finish it." She handed over a pack of rice and a bottle of water. "Here, eat this, slowly." Huong's hands shook as she received the food. The woman sat beside her. "Why were you lying here, child? Are you alone?" Huong nodded slowly. Then she told her story. Her voice cracked. Tears fell. The woman listened. Quiet. Compassionate. After a long silence, the woman spoke. You need to report this to the local authorities. They can help you. Huong wiped her tears. Yes, I will. The woman stood up. I have to go now, but you take care of yourself. Eat, rest, and don't give up. Huong nodded. Thank you. Thank you so much. The woman smiled gently and walked away. Huong looked down at the meal in her hands. After 2 days of starvation, she finally had food. And for the first time, hope. And that was how a kind stranger changed the course of one girl's life. Li Tuhuong still had a long road ahead. But now, she knew she wasn't entirely alone. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to support Huong and her unborn baby. Thank you for watching. This was the second morning. Since Li Tuong was kicked out of her house by her husband, she had nowhere to go. The only shelter she could find was the front gate of a temple. The cold wind pierced through her thin jacket. No blanket, no pillow, only the concrete beneath her and the sky above. As dawn slowly lit up the sky, she had to leave. The temple guards would scold her if they found her there.
Xin chào mọi người. Đây là một buổi sáng thứ hai kể từ khi Lý Tử Hưởng bị chồng đuổi ra khỏi nhà. Cô không còn nơi nào để đi. Chỗ trú tạm duy nhất là trước cổng của một ngôi đền. Gió lạnh lùa qua lớp áo mỏng, không có chăn, không có gối, chỉ có nền bê tông và bầu trời lạnh lẽo. Khi ánh bình minh dần hé, cô phải rời đi, nếu không sẽ bị bảo vệ mắng, trách. Cô cứ bước đi trong vô định, không biết phải đi về đâu. Bụng đói cồn cào, cả đêm qua chẳng được ăn gì, và giờ đứa bé trong bụng bắt đầu đạp. Tim cô quặn thắt. Sao cuộc đời lại nghiệt ngã với cô đến thế? May mắn thay, gần đó có một quả bi chuối. Cô đã bẻ quả bi chuối đó bằng cách là dùng một cái cây gậy chọc xuống và nướng quả bi chuối đó lên để ăn. Nhưng khi cô không biết rằng là ăn quả bi chuối đó đã khiến cô đau bụng, và cơn đau bụng rất là dữ dội, khiến cho cô không thể ngủ được. Và sáng ngày hôm sau khi thức dậy, cô quyết định rời đi, nhưng cơn đau bụng càng ngày càng đau thêm, và cô đã bị ngã gục trên đoạn đường. May mắn thay là có một người phụ nữ đi qua đã giúp đỡ cô và cho cô ăn. Cô mới có sức lực để tiếp tục cuộc hành trình. Mọi người thấy video này hay và ý nghĩa, hãy cho mình một lượt like, một lượt thích để mình có thêm động lực để ra những video hay tiếp theo. Xin chào mọi người.